Dance Moms has a lot in common with Donald Trump. She may not prefer golfing to governing, and there's nothing especially unusual about her hair, but the infamous reality TV host acted on Tuesday night as if everything around her was calm, normal and functioning as it ought to be, despite a whole lot of evidence to the contrary. On Dance Moms Season 7 Episode 15, the first episode of this Lifetime series since Abby was sentenced to over a year in prison, the studio was buzzing with chatter over Miller's future. When would she head to prison for bankruptcy fraud? Who would take her place? What effect will this have on future competitions? It was a chaotic scenario, but Miller refused to discuss plans, forced or otherwise, for the future. Ignoring all the conversations around her and acting like she isn't the enormous elephant in the ALDC, Los Angeles room, Abby kicked off Pyramid in a surprisingly upbeat mood. She was riding high after nationals and feeling positive about what was on tap for ALDC. Miller said her goal was to win the nationals competition on the West Coast, so she could go out on top, prompting Ashley to ask what Abby meant by this comment. This was clearly an opportunity to Miller to talk openly about the jail stint that everyone knows is coming. But all Abby said in response was that she didn't know when she might retire or do something else. Yes, do something else. In anticipation of the upcoming Fierce National Dance Competition, Abby announced a pair of duets, one for Ileana and Liliana, and another for Brynn and Kendall. She also said she was drawing inspiration from the drama between Ashley and her ex over custody for a group routine titled Family Court. Ashley said she was okay with this, but the other parents thought it was pretty clear Miller was trying to distract from her own personal woes by focusing on someone else's instead. Over the hiatus, meanwhile, Liliana performed with Sire in a new music video, which led most moms to swear, that is, lie, that they weren't jealous, while wondering whether Lily would follow in the past of Maddie and become the next student to peace out. It's a situation worth keeping an eye on. Back to the assigned dances. Ashley berates her daughter at one point, badgering her and referring to her as a brat, while also attempting to be understanding by saying it's okay if Brynn wants to talk about their family's ongoing custody mess. She says no, and Ashley encourages her kid to channel all of her emotions into the duet anyway because the winning pair will receive solos the following week. Fast forward to the final day of rehearsals and Abby is late. The mums are pissed. She's wearing the same clothes as the day before when she at last arrives, telling the parents that she only just returned from a hot date. Why is Abby so happy, the mothers want to know. Because she'll be avoiding jail time? At this, finally, reveals she will be going to jail. But he says she's looking at it like a vacation and trying to remain optimistic. The mums think Abby is in denial. After receiving a text message and spiraling into tears as a result, Abby kicks Yolanda and Stacy out of the studio after they go searching for their daughters. She calls them twits and hurls her microphone on the floor, also kicking the cameraman out and insisting she's done for the day. On competition day, however, Abby is all smiles, telling the moms to shove it when they ask about her erratic behavior. During Ellie's and Lily's routine, Stacy can't stop pointing out every mistake, which irritates Abby because the judges are seated within earshot. After the mini-duet, Yolanda and Stacy then argue about a missed practice, with the latter thinking the former tried to sabotage the dance so that Ellie wouldn't have to take on Lily the following week. In the end, Brynn and Kendall earn second place, while the minis take first. Also, girls pull off their first win of the season with Family Court. And we wonder what sort of drama could possibly await the group after this chaotic mess.